like to begin by acknowledging the administration and staff of OCVS for all of their dedication and hard work, because without them, today would probably not be possible. I would also like to congratulate the graduating class of 2015. Well done, everyone. Being salutatorian is an honor, and I am greatly humbled. It is also my reward for 4 years of hard work and dedication. Most graduation speeches are filled with gratuitous remarks. This is not one of them. Instead, I would like to take the next few minutes to tell all of you about the worst parents on the planet. When I was in elementary school, I was always different from the other kids. I couldn't sit still or focus for any length of time. And I knew all the right answers to the questions, so I couldn't resist shouting them out. I was louder than the other kids, and I never quite fit in, so I had no friends. Teachers were often frustrated with me because they honestly didn't know what to do with me. When my school wanted to move me into an ESE classroom, they were sure it was what was best for me. My parents refused, and they took me to be evaluated for learning disabilities. It was then determined that I had ADHD, bipolar traits, and that I was also probably located on the autism spectrum. Test results also placed me in the gifted program. Now, because of my horrible parents, I would have to work harder than ever before. Sadly, I continue to struggle with self-esteem issues that stem from not fitting in, and as a result, my parents eventually made the decision and great sacrifice to homeschool me along with my sister. Great. Now, my only social interaction would be with my mom, my sister, and my teachers. Never mind that I wanted to be able to work at my own pace or take the classes that interest me or even be successful. I wanted friends. When high school started, I begged my parents to let me try traditional high school. I finished out my freshman year with average grades, but it was a huge struggle for me. Class transitions were very hard for me because of the limited amount of time between classes. My sister and I had also started Warm Fuzzies, our own community service outreach program, which was taking up even more of my time. The truth was, home education was just a better fit for me, so my parents enrolled me in Orange County Virtual School. To be honest, when I started OCVS, I began very begrudgingly. I wanted it to fail. I wanted to prove my horrible parents wrong. And I wanted friends. But then something happened that I didn't expect. I actually liked it. I liked the freedom and flexibility that a virtual school schedule offered. And I liked coming to the Tampa Avenue Labs. And I made friends. In addition, Ms. Sims, my guidance counselor, had my back and supported me through some pretty difficult times. And Mrs. Vidalhorn encouraged me to always reach for a higher goal. Meanwhile, I was able to expand my community service outreach to include Project Value, a disability awareness outreach that encourages other students with learning disabilities to have more confidence in their abilities. Through our organization, I have also been able to enlighten educators and school administrators as to the struggles encountered by disabled students. Many of us who have non-physical disabilities look normal. So it's hard for others to understand that our struggles are just as real and as challenging as the ones with those with physical disabilities. The flexibility of a virtual school schedule allows me to speak at conventions and participate in student panels promoting the mission of Project Value. The freedom to work at my own pace and schedule has provided outreach opportunities that I never would have had in a traditional school setting. My passion for and involvement in Project Value has yielded several awards, including the 2015 Orange County Virtual School Disney Dreamer and Doer, as well as the District High School Disney Dreamer and Doer Shining Star Award for all of Orange County. I have been granted acceptance into Valencia's Senate Honors College with scholarship money to fund my academic endeavors. And I'm also pleased to tell you that I've now found several close, lifelong friends. I've had the misfortune of having some bad academic experiences in the past, but along the way, there have been some teachers who have believed in me and supported me, and for that, I am very grateful. Mrs. Schonborn and Mr. Booker, I appreciate how much you both supported me, but I'm sorry, math is not for me. Thankfully, I want to pursue a master's degree in education so that I can teach history or English at the college level. I appreciate the many calls you took to tutor me on the same concepts over and over and over again. And I know that on probably more than one occasion, you sat there on the phone, looking up at the sky and shaking your head, saying, "Why me?" Mr. Basudin, you, sir, deserve sainthood. The 2 years you spent being trapped with me in both chemistry and AP Environmental Science deserves a stellar award. But I'm done now, so I promise to take you off the speed dial. Honestly, I didn't know there would be so much math. So, Mr. Basudin, today is the day that you can finally stand up and say, free at last, free at last. Lexi is graduating, and I am free at last. But, back to my horrible parents. I also developed a drug problem, thanks to my parents. You see, when other students were sleeping in on Saturday mornings, my horrible parents drugged me out of bed before 8 a.m. and took me to Panera to meet with Mrs. Key, an English teacher who sacrificed of her time and gave of her time and talent to help me with my writing, grammar, and literature interpretation skills, all because she believed in me and believed that I could achieve my goal of raising my ACT English score by 6 points. Well, she was wrong. I raised it by 10 points, and I also scored a perfect writing score of 12 out of 12 on my ACT. And to this day, no matter what happens, I still hear her voice in my head when taking grammar tests. No matter what happens after today, my parents are still horrible for getting me out of bed early. That, however, will no longer be an issue, correct? My horrible parents pushed me to never accept the status quo. They always expected me to perform to the best of my ability, and they never accepted laziness. They set priorities and standards that no kid wants to work so hard to achieve. They were never my friends, but they were never supposed to be. They were always my parents, and they were always there for me when I needed them to be. And I know now that every horrible thing that they have done for me has helped me to achieve the success that I am today. And frequently, over the years, when I would become discouraged, my mom would remind me that the only things that I won't be able to do are the things that I never try. And my dad was always there to pick me up, dust me off, and to kiss my boo-boos when I fell down. At this time of year, millions of students all over the country will walk across the stage to receive their high school diplomas. For some, it'll be a walk of relief. For me and many others, it's not a walk, it's a victory lap. I am the poster child for virtual schooling and alternative education. So many people could have given up on me and let me be. But instead, I have been blessed to have some teachers who believed in me, parents who pushed and supported me, a God who loved me in spite of my flaws and helped me to achieve the success that many others can only ever dream of. And I also had an obnoxious big sister who was always there to give me advice, encouragement, and to want to complain alongside me every step of the way. On many occasions, I have told my parents just how horrible they were. The response has often been, "You'll think it someday." Well, Mom and Dad, today is that day. Thank you for being the most horrible parents on the face of the planet and for pouring into my life, even when I didn't like it. What you said is true, Dad. It's not what you give your child. It's what you put into your child. However, giving is always nice too. Not against that. Without you, I probably wouldn't even be graduating today. Because you always believed in me in spite of my disabilities, I'm able to stand here today and tell everyone in this room that it does not matter what your limitations are. Every person, every life is beautiful and valuable. Have faith, persevere, and believe in yourself. Today, you aren't just spectators at a graduation ceremony. You are witnesses to a miracle in my life. Oftentimes, I think of Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman is an underquoted yet great historical figure. I decided to quote her because I would like to connect to a woman who went against the social norms of her time, who was strong and courageous, and who was willing to fight and sacrifice everything she knew to do what she believed with all of her heart to be right. That is not only the kind of woman that I hope to become someday, but also the kind of people that I hope each member of this class becomes. People of integrity. Oh, this angel just got its wings. Harriet Tubman once said, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the passion, and the patience to reach for the stars and to change the world." Today, I encourage all of you to dream big, reach for the heavens, go forward with confidence, and to change the world. And if I can do it, anyone can. Congratulations, class of 2015. We did it.